The GTA 6 trailer has finally been released after over 10 years of waiting. It's finally here, and for a brief moment in time, it seemed like everybody was collectively happy for once. We were all hyped, we were all talking about it on social media. The trailer broke the record for most views within 24 hours on YouTube. It was a glorious time, but as with any good thing, there's always going to be people trying to ruin it for us, and that's what I want to talk about today. So as per usual, there is once again hot debate and discourse over video games. This has been going on forever. I remember back whenever GTA 5 came out, there was a lot of people that were not too happy, but I kind of just wanted to dive into these complaints regarding GTA because, oh my god, they're so dumb. They're so dumb and they make no sense, and it's wild that we are still having this debate in 2023. One of the first arguments that I saw against GTA 6 was that it's made for kids and that kids shouldn't be playing it, so like ban the game, which is just such a dumb concept because the game is rated M. It's always been rated M for like intense violence, intense sex, intense drugs. Dude, everything's intense. If you don't want kids to play it, don't let your kid play it. What the fuck? You want to ban an entire game because there's a lady twerking on top of a car? What is this, 2004? What are we mad about here? If you're a parent and you don't want your kid playing this, don't buy it. Easy, simple. But then after that, I actually saw this clip from the Tate brothers where one of them is actually not too keen on GTA 6. He actually does not think it is a good thing to play. So they start off this clip with talking about like older video games like Super Mario Brothers and how there was like a good goal in that game. You're trying to rescue a princess. And then they're comparing it to GTA where you are shooting police officers. Yikes. And the Tates did not like that, apparently.
I'm not a fan of anyone under the age of 18, 21 maybe, playing video games where the goal is to shoot police officers.
Now, this take is especially wild to me coming from the Tate brothers because they talk about being a part of the Romanian mafia quite a bit. Like, that's like a pretty common thing that they talk about. They've kind of made that a part of their personality, is that they're kind of like a mob boss. You know, they're pimps. They're pimping out ladies on the internet to make a ton of money.
I have a unique resume. World champion kickboxer, pimp, mafia associated criminal. Like, I've got all this stuff and everyone's like, who is this dude?
Like, they feel like they are from a GTA game. I mean, of course, they'll never make it up to like Lester levels, okay?
End it now, kill me,
But it's just wild that they have this opinion when their entire fan base is like boys that will play GTA like immediately when it comes out. Whether their parents approve or not, they're getting the damn game. Dude, come on. We were all kids once. If you weren't buying GTA behind your parents' back, what are you doing? Okay, what were you doing with your childhood? If you weren't going to the strip bars and having a little fun, I mean, did you even really have a childhood? Okay? That's the question we should really be asking here.
With all the amazing graphics and engines and whatever people put into these video games, I feel like you could create a better objective. Maybe you are the police officer.
Yeah, maybe play a game where you are the police officer. How about that? Because that kind of violence is good. It's good whenever police officers are violent. It's not good whenever random people are violent. It's just so weird that these two brothers that have been on house arrest for these past 2 years are advocating to play a game as a police officer. Like, dude, isn't that your enemy? Or is this just kind of like you kissing their ass? Please, guys, we didn't do it. Listen, I'm saying that the police are good. You guys are the good guys. Just let me make money off of vulnerable women, please. But after watching that, there was another big figure that had a response to GTA, and that was Elon Musk. And we all know that Elon Musk always has the most based opinions. He's so based, he's so clear-pilled, he's just such a great guy, and I love his take on everything. So there's this person on Twitter that said, a list of games I have not played: GTA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Obviously, you haven't played 6, it's not out yet, you dumbass. Nobody's played 6, you fucking idiot. But Elon Musk responded to that tweet and said, tried, but didn't like doing crime. GTA 5 required shooting police officers in the opening scene. Just couldn't do it. Damn, shawty. Yeah. I didn't think about it that way. Yeah, Elon, I mean, yeah, crime is bad. Fake shooting fake police officers in a fake game, that's pretty messed up, I gotta say. So, you know what? Maybe you're right. Crime is pretty bad. I know someone like you, Elon, would never commit crimes. You totally would never, ever commit a single crime in your entire life. You're a good guy, and you would never do anything bad. What universe am I living in where I am only seeing old men complain about video games. I remember even like 10 years ago, coming from an incredibly religious household, almost every single mother I knew, dude, if you played GTA, exiled. Dude, you were exiled from the community. You were exiled as a child of theirs. Bro, if any Christian white mom found you playing GTA, boom, adoption center. Okay, you're out. But now I'm seeing like all of these red-pilled, you know, the facts don't care about your feelings guys getting all butthurt over a video game because you're shooting police officers in the video game. Guys, you're doing crimes, and crimes aren't good. Crimes are bad. Stop playing video games with crimes. And actually, while we're on the subject, maybe we should stop watching movies with crimes. And also, maybe we should stop like reading books with crimes in it. Fuck it, let's just fucking kill ourselves. This tweet right here, Elon Musk when GTA requires him to kill someone other than innocent civilians. Yeah, Elon Musk, weren't you just like chatting it up with like Netanyahu the other day? You're cool with him killing 16,000 civilians, including 5,000 children, but in a video game? Yikes, not that. Let's not kill people in video games. Let's not kill the fake people. Let's kill the real civilians. That's where the money's at. But GTA 6 has also made the news. I did see this clip from Newsmax, which is arguably probably one of the worst news organizations currently out there.
Aside from the fact that I think video games melt your brain and they're stupid, what does this say about us as a society that the #1 selling video game is titled after a felony, Grand Theft Auto?
Every person that keeps talking like this about a game, you're the nerd emoji. Just replace you with the nerd emoji. That's you. Well, actually guys, I don't think that GTA should be allowed because you're killing cops in it. Granted, it is fake. I know it's fake, but at the end of the day, I mean, you are pretty much doing it. And we all know that when you do things in video games, that means you want to do it in real life. It was the same way for me after watching Breaking Bad. I became a drug boss and I sold meth to the cartel, okay? It happens to people. Like, bro, just get laid, okay? Just get laid once, okay? Become a little bit less of a nerd, and then we can talk about it.
The irony is that as a society, we're being neutered already and taught that words are violence, and if you call somebody the wrong pronoun, you can cause PTSD.
Here's the difference, Carl Higbie. Video games are fake. I know, it's a crazy concept. They're not real. What you do in real life, as implied, that is real. So that kind of matters a little bit, actually a lot more. It actually matters the most. Now, it doesn't really surprise me that this guy would be against a game like that and not be against saying offensive things, because if you didn't know, this guy Carl Higbie actually was a Trump appointee that had to resign after saying things like, I was called an Islamophobe, and I was like, no, I'm not afraid of them. I don't like them. Big difference. You see, Carl, that's in real life. So that shit does matter. So we have those weirdos that are really upset about people shooting police officers in video games. But then on the other side of it, you have other people that are complaining that the game is too woke.
Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity!
Now, why is the game woke? Well, that is because the main character is a female lead and she is not white. That's woke, guys. That's woke as fuck. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but woke is when things are not white and when things are not man. White and man equals not woke. Anything else is woke. There's even been like weird speculation online that she's like trans or non-binary or something. Like, that's just not happening. You're just writing headlines for clicks at this point. But it's so weird to me that guys are upset that the main character is a female lead and she's not white when she's like hot as fuck. She's a baddie, okay? She's a baddie. And why the fuck would you not want to play as a baddie? Maybe you're a little gay, okay? If you only want male leads, odds are you're probably gay, and there's no shame in it. Just say, I'm gay and I want more men. I want more man butts. I want more man dong. Give me a game with more men in it. I don't get it, but I mean, part of it is that people are racist, and then the other part of it is that people don't like women. When you mix those two together, you just get a bunch of like incels that are upset over a game that they will play and that they will have a lot of gay sex in. We already know that there are strip clubs in the game, as there was in the previous GTA games, and if Rockstar is smart, hopefully they put a gay bar in there, because all of these men complaining about a female lead are going to have a damn blast. But here, let me just show you Tim Pool talking about GTA 6 and how it's going to be woke and how that is not a good thing. And if you don't know who Tim Pool is, don't worry, you don't have to know. Just know that he's a dumb dude with a lot of dumb takes.
A major question is whether or not the upcoming game will be woke. which refers to a heavy focus on political correctness and social justice commentary. I'm going to go ahead and pause and say, yes, it will be.
The weirdest part of this argument to me is that, like, GTA has always been woke. Where have you been for the past 5 games? The entire thing is, like, very, like, anti-capitalist. It's very anti-American.
Some of the government, some of it is pretty corrupt.
Not your bit, right?
Yes, but we're corrupt in a good way.
The entire thing is a social commentary on how America is so crazy and nuts and how none of it makes any sense and how everybody is always trying to get the upper hand and get more capital as we live in this capitalistic society, and how it just breeds more destruction. That's the point of the fucking game. People are getting upset that GTA is political. Bro, it's always been political. Where have you been? Next time you load up GTA 5, go to a radio station where they're talking about politics and you will see what I mean.
I'm tired of this healthcare bullshit too. Some liberal doctor gonna tell me I have diabetes? I call bullshit. Goddamn liar. I eat what I want, motherfucker. Just like my great-grandpappy. He was in the Donner Party. Now that's some American ingenuity right there.
Exactly, Jerry.
It's so good, and there's so much of that.
LSPD disgusts me. I mean, there's some bad apples in the department, but any accusation of a racist culture,
There is so much funny social commentary in GTA that people somehow miss out on. Like, bro, what are you playing? The game has always pointed out how dumb American politics are and how the entire system only works for the upper class. I just can't wrap my head around how these people consume media and not realize that it's always been preaching against the thing that you love so much. It's not turning woke now. It's always been woke. That's like when you see people that watch The Boys and then they'll go on to Twitter and be like, damn, bro, Homelander is based as fuck. Homelander's my spirit animal. Like, bro, you missed the point. The point of the show is to not praise Homelander. His entire existence in season 3 is just making fun of Trump. Like, that's the entire thing, is that he can control his fan base into thinking that he's a god and that he can do no wrong, to the point where he can literally kill people in front of people and they'll still praise him. That's the point, bro. Please actually think about what you're watching. Put an ounce of thought into it. I personally know someone that watched Don't Look Up, and afterwards I was pointing out some of the things I didn't like about it, and I mentioned that it was like political, and they were dumbfounded. They were like, what? Don't Look Up is political? The movie where they're talking about like keeping your head down and never looking up at the impending doom that's happening in front of you? That's political? Just use your brain a tiny bit when you consume media. That's all I ask.
I don't understand is why these companies do this, because they know that's not their target audience. That's not what their, viewership or usership wants. And they're going to face boycotts, but they continue to do it over and over again anyway. Like, what's the incentive?
GTA's fine. The last game broke records. This game, the trailer alone has already broken records. I think GTA 6 will do just fine. Call me crazy. Call me a Looney Tune. I think it's okay.
And they want to indoctrinate and give another perspective on life. Like, have you ever thought, hey, 15-year-old boy, have you ever thought what it was like to be a ex-convict single mother?
Hey, 15-year-old boy, have you ever thought about what it's like to be any character in GTA? What is that argument? Holy f***. These guys are so f***ing stupid. That's what a story is. They put you in these characters' shoes so you can see like their perspective on things. You can see the world around them and everything. Like, that's the point. That's what every story is. Just because they did it with a woman doesn't mean it's woke and that kids won't want to play it. And if anything, kids will want to play it because look at her. You're telling me a 15-year-old boy does not want to play as her.
We're conceptualizing this game. What should we do? And this person said, well, if you want to get people our age, you've got to make it social justice. And the character should be a woman. It should be a woman of color. It should be all centered around marginalized peoples.
The other main character is a white man. What do you mean it should be centered around marginalized characters? Yeah, social justice is when women and when people of color. The game would be much better if it was by dudes. The game would be better if there was a lot more dicks involved. I want to see dicks. I want dicks on screen. I want dicks everywhere. Bro, like literally, dude, just admit that you're gay. It's fine. Come out of the closet and just admit that you like gay sex. We all know it. We all know you like gay sex. We all know you like gay men. We all know that you like seeing dicks on screen.
GTA 5 sold 70% of games to men. We got teenagers. We got gifts for kids, but it's almost entirely young males. How do we double our market?
Yeah, I think it's time we stop being so inclusive, because we already know that a lot of dudes will play GTA. It's a guarantee, you know, but women might want to play this GTA game because it's a perspective that they can relate to. And that's not a good thing, because women shouldn't relate to anything. Women are made for one thing, and that's cook and clean. Okay. I said it. Facts, bro. Can I get a rah-rah? Can I get a rah-rah from the crowd? Can I get a rah-rah? No, nobody agrees with me?
And it's not my area of expertise, but with video games and comic books and things that I think of as more traditionally masculine spaces, even when there's a little bit of backlash, it's not enough to change the company's mind. The company just does it anyways. It's like it doesn't respect the people that are at its core.
They do respect the people that are at its core, because the people that are at its core aren't fucking lunatics like you guys. A lot of people are normal and they'll play a game with a cool character. You guys are not normal. You guys are like screaming into a void over there with all your little misogynistic, racist friends upset about a video game. You're really not that important. I know you think you are because you have a podcast and you have mics, but I mean, at the end of the day, you're really not that important to GTA or really just much of anything.
What's a female space? Like if male spaces are, you know, like football and video games and sports and stuff like that, what's a female space? Like movies, you could say you can go either way. It just depends on the movie.
Salon, spa type.
Yeah, I was gonna say salon, like beauty industry.
They did it. Women is when painted nails. Women is when makeup. Men is when football and beard. Women be submissive and pretty. Men be aggressive and football.
But I wonder why they just don't make it so you can, you know, I don't know, design your own character. Like with Baldur's Gate, we talked about that. Baldur's Gate 3 comes out, and you can literally make your character some kind of freakish abomination.
If you don't know things about video games, stop talking about video games. There's a big difference between creating a story where there's an interchangeable character and it can work either way through the storyline, so you can create your own character. And then there's the other type of video game where you have a main character and have a storyline based off of that main character and its past and its story surrounding it, and how going through the story affects that character that was already established in this universe. These games would not be the same if you could just create your own character. We wouldn't have iconic characters like from GTA 5, like Trevor, like Franklin, like Michael. These wouldn't be iconic characters if they weren't those characters. If you could just make them your own thing, call them your own thing, it's not the same thing. We wouldn't have people like another Rockstar game, Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2. And I feel so dumb that I'm even like explaining this, because I feel like the majority of people already recognize this as a thing. But like, bro, if you don't understand how stories work, if you don't understand how video games work, stop talking about them. I can't watch this anymore. Holy fuck. I knew Tim Pool was a dumbass, but holy fuck, he's actually like a big dumbass. I might sound like a hater right now, and I might sound like I'm being a little toxic. With that being said, he's also really dumb. So I think I can. That justifies it, okay? If someone's being really dumb, I can be really mean. That's how it works. But you know the one common thing about everything that we just looked at? All of these things that have been said have been by men who are constantly complaining about cancel culture. You know how damn ironic that is? That these people are complaining about other people getting offended, but then you're complaining about a video game because it has a woman lead and you shoot cops in it. When did you all become like so soft? I feel like I could just touch you with my finger and your skin would just push in like a little baby's. Like I feel like you have a little Play-Doh skin. It's wild that we are still to this day having the same discussion, but the only difference is that back then it was a bunch of like crazy like pastors and stuff complaining about this, and then you had some of those petitions by like moms and stuff like that. But now it's all these men that claim to be about traditional values and being manly and not letting things bother you. Pretty ironic if you ask me. But at the end of the day, what do I know? I'm just a goofy little goober over here in front of a computer. But yeah, that's my opinion on this. You can agree with me or disagree with me, but just know that if you disagree with me, you're probably ugly. I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video when I stub my toe on my desk. Fuck. But until then, goodbye.